Hey everybody, Carl here. Welcome back to Trails to Azure, where in the previous episode we had talks with President Rocksmith and Chancellor Osborne and various other state leaders and their associates here at Orcus Tower. The intermission is done. It's time for the contentious, turbulent second half of the conference. Welcome back. Just as Mr. Grimwood had predicted, the discourse became more turbulent in the second half of the conference. Chancellor Osborne and President Rocksmith continued to raise question after biting question, each one aimed at Crossbell's security and future. As the conversation wore on, the looks on Mayor Crois and Speaker MacDowell's faces became even more sullen and stern.
The heart of the problem is that a lone cult was able to cause so much public disorder, in a single night, no less. Moreover, half of Crossbell's state guard fell under their control, quite literally at that. Such a failure of security is unprecedented. Be that as it may, I was under the impression that we had already covered this in full detail. The details are not what is in question. It is the quality of your state's crisis management that so concerns us. You cannot deny the extent to which that incident endangered the lives and property of Imperial citizens in your borders. What do you have to say to that?
Now, hold on just a moment, Chancellor. Reparations and redresses in the wake of the cult incident have already been administered. Demanding further mirror on top of that will only serve to cast Erebonia in a most unfavorable light.
Monetary compensation is not the issue either, Your Highness. The Crossbell state government has still yet to answer how it can comprehensively guarantee its security. There is a need to protect the lives, property, and economic interests of all those in and tied to Crossbell. Can such protection truly be assured from a state constantly mired in political gridlock? A state so susceptible to top-down corruption?
Pardon me, but I'd heard former Speaker Hartman was immediately removed from office upon his corruption coming to light. Crossbell's political system has proven perfectly capable of self-correction. Would a new security framework not suffice?
I must disagree, Your Lordship. Surely you don't believe it would be that easy. Crossbell's political foundation is prone to corruption by nature. I, of course, acknowledge that Mayor Crois and Speaker MacDowell have been nothing less than outstanding statesmen. But what will happen to Crossbell when they're gone? How quickly would things progress without their leadership?
I apologize for my cynicism here, but corruption and government have long been inalienable. This is true not only of Crossbell, but of my own kingdom as well. Taking that into consideration, would it not be best for us to observe whether the Speaker and Mayor can bring about political reform during their terms?
Pardon me for saying so, Your Highness, but I believe that is rather naive of you. I understand why you would be hopeful. However, the state of Crossbell cannot be so easily compared to a monarchy such as Liberal. Undermining the political system of a land that has no central or traditional authority is a simple feat. History has proven that, time and again.
That may be true, but...
If I may, my native Calvard is founded upon our honorable republic charter in lieu of a monarchy. It was an impressive undertaking by various powers and groups that gathered after our revolution 100 years ago. With that charter in place, our country knows our system can survive with dignity, even if it too may at times be stricken with corruption. So you say, but it is not as though our autonomous state law isn't without its own pride and honor. I'll concede that in our state's young history, imperfections in its design have come to light. But so too is it indisputable that we have been improving upon it, slowly but surely. Mr. Grimwood, may I ask how many additional laws and amendments have been passed by Crossbell's government in the last 10 years? But of course, while I don't have the exact figure in front of me, I would estimate 50 in total. Only 50 in 10 years? Why, how can that be? That's an average of just 5 a year.
Perhaps, though the rate has been trending upward in recent times. There were 12 laws passed last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, though admittedly many of those were merely addendums to existing financial and orbal network provisions. Regardless, I think it's clear that we cannot assume a meaningful new security framework would be so promptly implemented. As I suspected, it would be wiser to seek alternative solutions in the interim.
I agree wholeheartedly. My, I hadn't realized the two of you had become such close bedfellows. Perhaps you'd care to settle the territorial dispute over the Nord Highlands as well while you're at it?
Point well taken, Your Highness. We'll have to leave discussing that matter for another day.
Time is growing short, gentlemen. I'd advise we move on to another point of discussion.
Very well. And as proposed by His Excellency, let us now review...
This is bad. It's exactly what Mr. Grimwood warned us would happen.
The Blood and Iron Chancellor and President Rocksmith are going knives out on Crossbell as we speak. Is there nothing the mayor or speaker can say in objection? Unfortunately, it's as they stated, Crossbell and state law has more than a few structural flaws. That's what makes it so difficult for my grandfather and Uncle Dieter to deny what they're saying. Maybe, but the major powers themselves were the ones who built those flaws into Crossbell during its founding 70 years ago. They have no right to use that against us to force their own agenda.
They scripted things to go down like this from the very beginning. As I've told you before, the discourse of the conference itself has nothing to do with us. Keep your heads on straight, and see to it that we make it through the rest of the day.
Right. Sorry about that. Should we begin another patrol in that case?
First Division, this is Dudley. Emma has something... What?
What's going on? There must have been an incident.
The Red Constellation and AU are both on the move. They've already shaken off our surveillance.
No way.
Are you serious? Settle down. This is nothing we weren't prepared for. Stay alert. I'll keep you posted if there are any further developments.
Understood.
Yes, that's right. We should begin by mobilizing our officers in reserve. Damn. So this is really gonna go down, huh? What the hell are they planning?
Randy. Try to keep your cool, Randy. I know the Red Constellation wouldn't try to pull something here at the conference. Right. The brunt of the police force is protecting the entrance of the building. You don't suppose they're about to pick a fight with each other now of all times, do you? Everything we've managed to figure out so far says that's unlikely.
Oh boy, this probably Speaker MacDowell. Probably. I beg your pardon?
What's going on down there? Grandfather?
Your Excellency, might I ask you to repeat yourself? I'm praying with every fiber of my being that I simply misheard you. I'll gladly say it as many times as you require. Disband the Crossbell Guardian Force. Then, in its place, station security forces from abroad permanently within the state. That is the most logical course of action.
Please, wait a moment! Surely you aren't forgetting the terms of the Non-Aggression Pact, Chancellor Osborne?
Perish the thought. We agreed not to use force to solve disputes in or over Crossbell. This, however, is not an attempt at invasion. I merely state the obvious. A useless pseudo-military that loses control and threatens its own people's lives is better off dissolved. In practice, the Crossbell Guardian force is inconsequential when placed before the Imperial or even Republican armies. The CGF's armored cars may as well be made of paper compared to a true tank. To say nothing of the drain on Crossbell and Mira they cost to maintain, leave matters of state security to foreign military forces. That is the best and most cost-efficient solution for a mere autonomous territory.
I would consider that far too radical an option. And just how would you propose these foreign military forces be designated? Do you, the Chancellor of Erebonia, plan on nominating the Imperial Army? That'd be rather tone-deaf, historically speaking.
I don't recall saying anything of the sort. But now that you bring it up, I am willing to forgive Crossbell's past transgressions and offer the Imperial Army's aid, if necessary. It's a small price to pay for the sake of peace in Western Zemuria, wouldn't you say? Gah. Settle down, everyone. There's no reason to get so worked up. I agree the Chancellor's proposal is a bit, shall we say, drastic. I do, however, share his opinion that the CGF leaves much to be desired. It is wholly inadequate when it comes to state security. Oh? What would you propose, then? This is only a suggestion, but I would advise a mass reduction of the Guardian Force's numbers to start. In exchange, Calvard can assume responsibility for Tangram Gate, while Erebonia does the same for Belgard Gate. That way, either army would be able to respond to emergencies statewide, whether they occur here in Crossbell City or otherwise.
That's hardly an improvement, Mr. President.
Even so, it is worth consideration. You're an impressive man, President Rocksmith. You managed to be an excellent statesman and leader, all while fending off staunch political opposition. Not compared to you, Chancellor. You're reforming an entire empire while suppressing the influence of disgruntled nobles.
This can't be happening. I've heard enough. Might I remind you that there are more than 2 countries participating in this conference?
Well, pardon me, Your Highness. The President and I may have gotten a bit sidetracked. Now that our discussion has progressed thus far, will you two mind giving us your opinions on the idea?
This is terrible.
Absurd is more like it.
Like some serious balls to spout any of this with a straight face. I hate to say it, but it's not as though their proposals don't have any basis. Still, I was hoping things wouldn't come to this. At this point, all we can do is hope the Speaker and Mayor can stand their ground. Now of all times, it could be Dudley. Banning's here.
Hey, it's Sergey.
Chief Sergey, what's going on?
No time. I'll keep it short. Sonya just called me. The anti-aircraft radars installed near Tangram and Belgard Gate were destroyed. The same ones being used to detect any potential invading ships in Crossbell and airspace.
What?
She suspects it was the work of the terrorists. I've already filed Dudley in. As for you guys, be careful and get ready.
Roger that. What's wrong?
Is it my uncle and the others?
No, not them. It was... Man, I got goosebumps. I'm goosing all over. I think that's Dieter.
Please, everyone, May I have your attention? Regarding your concerns over Crossbell's domestic security, I would like to offer my own suggestion. Oh? I thought you'd been staying a little too quiet. Let's hear it. What do you propose? Thank you. I was thinking... Everyone, get down! What?
Airships! That better be bulletproof glass, Theater Crois. You better install some bulletproof glass.
Adios preserve us! Is it the terrorists?
How did they even get here?
Be at ease, everyone. These windows are bulletproof tempered glass. But to be safe, I must urge that you all back away from the window.
It's on. It's on. Your Highness, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine.
Those airships just now. One of them was a high-speed Rheinford model.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
The other was a Verne Company military gunship.
Right. This aligns with the reports we received that one had been stolen. Is everyone alright? Yes, thank the goddess. But where did those fiends go? Oh.
No clue.
Good. You should be able to hear me now. Attention, conference attendees. Allow me to introduce ourselves. We are the Imperial Liberation Front.
And we represent the anti-immigration faction seeking to protect the traditions and sanctity of our beloved Calvard.
I don't believe it. The two terrorist groups menacing the Empire and the Republic? Our causes have seen fit to form an alliance, such that we may topple the respective blights that plague us. Prepare yourself, Blood and Iron Chancellor Gilead Osborne.
President Rocksmith, today you meet your end. To protect the time-worn heritage of our Calvard from the despicables of the East, we will stop at nothing.
This is preposterous. Utter drivel.
Yeah, but this ain't looking too good.
Here they come. Tch.
It really is. Worst case scenario, but I'm banking on the Red Constellation and Heyui. They're here to protect, right? They're here to protect the dignitaries, right? They can help us. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have Mueller here. We have Captain Schwartz here. There's nothing these boys can do that we can't beat back.
They're headed straight for us? Damn it. So this is what those blueprints were for. Never mind that. Contact the CGF unit on standby and have them... What?
What the? Why did it just close? What in the world is going on here? Oh, Pierre, help us, please! Not good. The button isn't responding. Yeah, what in Eidos' name is going on? Hey, how's a girl supposed to chase a headline like this, huh? Do something, Reince. But what do you expect me to do? Is this Ouroboros? Did they mess up with the freaking... This is far from ideal.
Orcus Tower security system must be under their control. This is likely the work of the hacker from yesterday.
Let's move, everyone. Head to the 35th floor. We have to protect the dignitaries.
Roger that.
Chances are the elevator's out. We're gonna have to head for the emergency stairs.
Are you for real? Is this happening? Is this happening? Is this happening right now? Holy smokes. What is going on? So this will be the elevators? Thought so. All three are locked down.
Unless we can retake control of the building, we won't be able to use the elevators.
So even if we manage to bust through the shutters, the actual thing still wouldn't work.
Forget it. Let's find the emergency stairs. So, I've played Trails of Cold Steel, but it's so many years since I've played it. So much of it is fuzzy. I just remember this in the periphery. I'm like, I don't know where this is gonna go.
Terrorists breaching the conference venue. It's unthinkable is what it is. This can't be happening. I refuse to believe it.
This is a real situation we have on our hands. Me and the others stationed on this floor are gonna have to protect it with our lives. Everybody's in this together. We won't let them break us. I feel like I'm living in a bad dream. What's going to happen to all of us now? This is normally when I'd be cleaning the rooms, but it doesn't exactly feel appropriate right now. Just thinking about what could end up happening to us has us trembling. Okay. I almost didn't see, officer.
Blast it all. Those terrorists have taken things too far. If the CGF had been able to act, things wouldn't have gotten so out of hand.
This is freaking... This is the worst. Something else that bugs me, and I can be honest about it now. The Steam trailer, the first Steam trailer to play when I open the Steam page, starts with footage of those two airships shooting down the windows. That's such a pivotal plot moment. You just put it in the trailer because it's action? That's so... Whoever was on the PR team, I'm gonna have a talk with you. And Sieg's gone. I need Sieg. He can solve this. He can. Yeah. Of course, they're not here. We know where they are.
All of the staff in the West Wing have been relocated to this room until further notice. Puts me on edge having to stand by until orders come in from HQ. We need to keep our heads up and push through. We're all waiting on the sidelines so that we don't get in the way. That seemed like the only rational thing to do at a time like this.
It looks like both the elevator and the stairs are blocked off right now. We need to figure out what to do with our numbers divided like this, and fast. We staff members are doing all we can to remain calm, for our sake and everyone else's. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Yeah, I could use some of those right now. But that's this floor all checked out, all clear, all clear. What? But it was open just a moment ago. Tio, can you work your magic?
I'll do what I can.
Tio connected an orbital cable to the shutter's control panel.
Oh, the hackers didn't see this coming.
This is trickier than I expected. There's nothing I can't handle.
Oh, it opens!
Tio Todd comes in clutch yet again.
Hardly. The security lock on this gate wasn't particularly complex. Though now there's been breached, the security on the other exits will likely be heightened. I may not be able to do this for all of them.
Sounds like the security system has more than a few aces up its sleeves. Worry about that later, we gotta move! Agreed. Alright. Next floor. 35F. Oh. They're here too. Dudley! Keep him back! Oh! Oh!
Now! Smoke out the Chancellor!
Aerials!
You'll have to get through me first. The Divine Blade of Wind!
Hold your ground! Attack in waves! We're here to help!
You three, fall back! We're in your debt. Mueller, Vander!
A guardian of the Arnor family? And the Liberlian Royal Guards?
It doesn't matter. Take them down.
Oh. And Dudley's back. Oh. Look at that! Show-offs. I think you can leave that group to them.
Oh, hey guys.
Lecter! Are the Dignitaries alright?
Yeah, for now anyway.
Save the talking for later. They're coming from behind too. What?
Reinforcements.
Something's coming this way. What are those?
Are just like the ones we fought at the Mafia's hideout.
Never mind that. Suppress them! It's burst time. Holy smokes, it's happening. It's actually happening. Okay. Let's see, what do we have to do with there? Try attacker R2, S2, C2. These are all unique. So let's just take a quick breather and scan some enemies. Try attacker R2, one of 3 upgraded patrol archaisms, fights and suppresses foes using flexible arms. Bam! Alright. It's a pushy boy. Let's get him! No good, no good. Hard to hit. Donkey drum, not the donkeys. Oh, good miss on Lloyd. My beautiful evasive boy. Do we really pop things here though? For now. I need to scan everything, then I can consider. Oh, they don't have that much health. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I don't know what comes next, so let's just not pop everything. Okay? I don't think these 3 droids are gonna be the end of our troubles. Let's do this one. Try attacker C2. One of 3 upgraded patrol archaisms. Cleans up suppressed foes using compact machine guns. It's coming. Weak to water. That's worth noticing. There we go. He's a goner. Alright, let's start moving up to the other one here. And you take care of this one. Bam, bam, bam. Strength down on him. That's good. Another donkey drum going out. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Not to worry about anything here. We'll swipe there. Let's analyze this boy. Buffs and debuffs combatants with specialty missiles. So it seems. Let's get him. Is that enough? Not quite. But it's a strength down. Yeah, that's a strength down, alright. Still dropping those missiles on me. Blah! Iguze! Boosh! Tio. Could you even hit him here? We could summon Zeit. No, that's fine. Prepare an ice hammer for the dudes. Yeah, I'm going in. Drop it. Boosh. Oh, beautiful. Alright, 3 enemy scans. Just what we wanted. Tio about to level. Yeah, so they have archaisms too. They likely came in from the roof.
Aren't those things made by the society though?
The terrorists could have acquired them from the black market. Or perhaps...
What's it matter? Look over there. The Archaisms weren't the only ones stopped in their tracks.
Ugh, you're all monsters!
There's no other choice. Engage Plan B!
Gah. A stun grenade? Get back! Tch. It's closed.
Getting through by force would be a tall order.
Everyone!
I was wondering where you were. Nice job pushing him back with their tails between their legs. Maybe, but they're going to escape at this rate.
Can you get it open, Tio?
I don't know for sure, but I can try. It's like I feared. The security level has been increased to maximum protection. I am unable to bypass it on a portable terminal, even if I use the Aeon system.
Not good.
Talk to me. Yes, we managed to hold out. Unfortunately, they... What? They're taking the elevator to the basement. Right this second?
To the basement? They didn't go back up to their airships on the roof?
Stop and think about why they wouldn't. They could be trying to detonate orbital bombs they placed on board those ships.
What?
You might be right, if that's the case. And they're aiming to bury the Chancellor and President with the building itself.
It's no surprise terrorists would go to such lengths. Those fools. Well, this is a pickle.
There's no way around it. We have to get through this shutter, even if it's by brute force.
Wait. We may not have to resort to that after all.
What?
Well, well, look who it is. You're the spitwad who trashed my place. I'll get you for that. You'll rue the day you crossed Jonah's sacred. Feisty, aren't you? Freeze. Release the controls to the tower at once. Oh boy, I guess you've got me cornered. Fine, fine. This was just a little time killer anyway. I've had my fun. Good luck, boys and girls. Do your best not to bite the big one. What the? Ignore him. Focus on getting the tower back under control.
Jonah! Did he come back too? So it would seem. He must have taken today's flight from Lehman. Done. Now restoring tower control systems.
You did it!
Can we use the elevators too?
Yes, I disengaged the locks. However, we have no control over the ones the terrorists are using.
In that case, I'll head to the roof. If anyone is to disarm the orbital bombs on board their ships, it'll have to be me. You can do that, Kilika? But of course, it's a skill any counterintelligence officer worth their weight would have. Isn't that right, Secretary Arundel? What do you say we split the work?
Sure, might as well.
Then allow me to accompany you there. There's a chance they may have left Archaisms behind to protect the bombs.
The rest of us should pursue the terrorists. You may still be able to catch them.
Understood. Mannings, your group is coming with us. These are 2 cells of terrorists we're dealing with. We'll likely need to split up.
Roger that!
Aye, aye, sir.
Yes. Right. Understood. We can make do with what we know. Good work, Jonah. I will speak to you again later.
What'd Jonah have to say?
He analyzed the terrorist escape route. They fled into the geofront via Orcus Tower's foundation level.
By foundation, you mean the basement of the tower, right? It must lead to who knows how many sectors of the geofront.
That won't stop us from capturing those fanatics. I refuse to let them get away and sully the name of the Crossbell Police Department any further. My sentiments exactly. I attended this international conference as a representative of the guilds, and now they've assailed it right before my eyes. As a bracer, I cannot let this stand.
We're going to capture them. There's no doubt in my mind. No, I'd probably be less nervous if it weren't for those bombs ticking away on the roof.
I'm sure Killick and Lecter will be able to handle it. After all, they have Senior Captain Schwartz and Major Vander there to back them up.
Seriously, that's a real all-star bomb squad we got up there. We, on the other hand, are gonna have a heck of a way down, aren't we?
Yes, from floor 35 to floor B8.
What do you know? The SSS is taking on Crossbell's underbelly for real now. All-star team indeed.
Time is of the essence. We'll go on ahead. Don't fall behind. Sheesh. You'd think they've been waiting their whole lives for this moment.
We should hurry along ourselves.
Right!
Okay. We're in the geofront, baby. We're in an unknown sector. What a badass sector it is. Those boys are several steps ahead. This is not what I was expecting.
Am I the only one that feels a little overwhelmed here?
Curious. What exactly is this place?
The main shaft of Orcus Tower, I believe. This chamber is where the weight of the structure is distributed for optimal load-bearing support.
I heard there was something like this inside the tower, but I never expected it to be so expansive.
Yeah, it's impressive. Can we keep it moving now?
Yeah, let's keep going south.
That's indeed. Let's make a little save-a-rooney down here, methinks. Oh boy. Okay. We are in a dungeon though. There are, according to the map, 8 treasure chests for us to get our grubby little hands on. So let's see what we got. Oh! Look here. There's only one explanation. Right. This is as far as their little collaboration took them.
Dudley, Arios, what's going on?
We have a problem. We're not just chasing one combined mass of terrorists down here anymore.
Oh no.
You saying the group trying to off the Chancellor and the one aiming for the President split ways right here? There's no doubt in my mind. The Republican terrorists went to the C sector of the geofront. While the ones from the Empire have escaped to the D sector.
How can you possibly tell? I get it. It's the footprints, isn't it?
Exactly. They were in too much of a hurry to hide their tracks.
In that case, we should split into 2 groups ourselves. If we don't make haste, one or both of them could manage to escape.
Agreed. That would be the best course of action. McLean and I will follow the Calvardians into the C sector. SSS, you pursue the Erebonian terrorists in the D sector.
Wait, why divide our forces so unevenly?
You would be outnumbered several times over with just the 2 of you.
The C sector is home to a heat treatment plant. It's a difficult place to navigate for those unfamiliar with it. Conversely, the D sector is larger with more open spaces. Your greater numbers will serve you better there. Makes enough sense to me. We're running out of time, Lloyd. I say we go with their plan.
Fine then. Dudley, Arios, be careful in there.
Same to you. Our suspects are wanted terrorists that are willing to give their lives for their cause. Do not let your guards down.
Right!
Roger.
Okay, team. Let's move out. Our mission is to catch the terrorists before they can escape the geofronts. Right.
They've got another thing coming if they think they're getting away.
Indeed. Everybody, this episode might not be super long, like maybe closing out 40 minutes, it's hard to say. But I think I'm gonna cut this one here, because I assume this last dungeon romp and catching these guys in the chapter finale is going to be a good episode in and of itself. And I need a break. There's been a lot of voices and high tension. I'm a little dizzy. I get a little dizzy when I gotta... It's so intense though right now. I can't wait to see where it goes. Tune in next time for that. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Carl, and this has been Trails to Completion.